KOAM News now, Joplin News First. I'm Shannon Becker. What's being described as guts, animal guts, chicken parts. There's been a spill here on the east side of the roundabout. This happened about an hour and a half ago. I'm going to try and show you a picture of what it looked like originally. I don't know if you can see this or not. It was real pink and thick, had a lot of chicken parts in it. They said it looked like almost one had a whole chicken. A Carl Junction Fire out here. They're waiting for MoDOT to bring a kind of a scrubber truck. But in the meantime, they're trying this solution that can break it down. So since the pavement's so hot, these guts, the fat started, they said started rendering, so it started melting. And if you know anything about driving, hot, heat, fat, very slick, dangerously slick. So they're trying to get some of this off the roadway, otherwise it will cause an accident. The truck that spilled these guts probably overfilled. They were traveling to the west and they did not stop. But it's pretty obvious that something came out of the truck, though. Maybe if you saw something, you could call Carl Junction Fire Department. I do know about 3 weeks ago, there was an issue down in McDonald County, but that was isolated to one truck from a Simmons plant that was traveling on Highway 90. So this is unknown, but boy, it stinks. You can see Caleb here is using some of that stuff to scrub it, but right beyond where his feet are there's some of the stuff there, that kind of pink guts. Ooh, it is really rank. We've got some more pictures and we'll share them with you coming up after this broadcast. Kind of hard to see out here in the sunshine. So that's what all the traffic backup has been. They said it was backed up to about St. Louis earlier. One lane of traffic is only getting through westbound here at the Stones Corner Roundabout. KOAM News Now, Joplin News First. I'm Shannon Becker. So as the truck approached the roundabout, most likely slammed on its brakes and it spilled a large amount. The Fire Chief Perkins told me most likely, even if they slam on their brakes, you're not supposed to spill out like that. Most likely overfilled. It's a dangerous situation, and they're working to neutralize it. They put down a bunch of sawdust earlier. Webb City Streets Department and Fire Department brought a truck to pick up that sawdust. Carl Junction Fire said much appreciated. And now they're waiting for MoDOT to bring some more chemicals that can break down this stuff. KOAM News Now, Joplin News First. I'm Shannon Becker. We're 171 at the east side of Stones Corner Roundabout. One lane of traffic, westbound. Did anybody see that when it splashed out of the truck? Maybe what, a description of the truck? They don't know. Oh boy, that stinks. Maybe a description of the truck? Because they're not necessarily sure. Friday afternoon, a lot of people have already left the office, so. So as he's spreading out this mixture, they're gonna put some more water on it. Boy, that's a stinky. Trying to break down this spill here of animal guts and parts. A truck left the area. It was traveling on 171, traveling west, approaching the roundabout. We're on the east side of the roundabout. A large truck, most likely they said, slammed on its brakes and spilled animal guts, chicken pieces. So now they're working to break this down with some different kind of mixtures. So they're mixing water with this. It's not necessarily a degreaser. It's something else that gets up underneath the grease. Because with this fat layer, the heat, it makes the roadway very, very slick, very, very dangerous. Webb City Fire Department, Webb City Public Works came and helped out a little bit. They had a bunch of sawdust down at first to soak up as much as they could. And now they're working on that slimy, slick part. I do know they had an issue with a Simmons truck about 3 weeks ago. It didn't have some kind of valve was open. It was dropping some pieces of parts along Highway 90 from Southwest City all the way to Jane. This is obviously not related to that, but I don't know if you can see this picture here. It'll look like initially covering these two lanes. You can see right there on the edge, there's some of the parts there. So this here will kind of neutralize some of it. And then MoDOT is going to bring a scrub and kind of brush and vacuum truck. And you kind of see across the surface there, those are the chunky parts still around. The flies really like this stuff. Not sure why. There's like one little chunk on one of the buckets that they had filled up, trash can buckets. There were a million flies on this one piece. Oh. They're sharing. And sharing is caring. When you're sharing animal parts and pieces and stuff. You know, I'm upwind, but it just kind of whirls around every now and then, just circles back around, letting me know what's the smell here. We'll post some more pictures for you, okay? KOAM News Now, Joplin News First. I'm Shannon Becker. So still, one lane of traffic traveling westbound towards the Stones Corner roundabout where this spill occurred. It's on the east side of the roundabout, approaching it westbound.